Aloha, everyone. As you probably already know, my name is Damyan, and I'm really happy to be here. But what you probably don't know is that it's also a great honor for me to be here. I'm currently working as a manager of product design at PaySafe, and my day-to-day activities include working with people, strategy, operations, advocating of UX. And for the next one, I will need your help, so knock, knock. A senior product designer.
Yeah, I guess that's me. Hey guys, nice to see you. Nice to be here. My name is Mitko, and I'm a UX enthusiast with more than 10 years of experience in the business. And the last 3 years, I am happy to be part of the PaySafe design family. So if you don't mind, let's dive in. Okay. So guys, before we start, we have a couple of questions to you. So actually, I would like to know from your perspective, what actually is digital well-being? Anyone? Yeah, the brave one is here. Okay, let's start with you.
Digital well-being, for me, I have this idea. We just discussed it with my colleague here a few minutes ago. For example, when I go to the park and I do my morning running, on the way back, I want to take a nice cappuccino.
Okay. Repeat that, please.
Now, proba. Okay. So, I have this idea. We just discussed it a few minutes ago with my colleague Milena. So, as I go in the very morning and do my running in the park, I want on my way back, as I pass by a nice coffee shop, to be able to get a warm and tasty cappuccino with just like this. But, okay, not with this one, I need a better one. But to be able to pay with my watch and to be a nice, expensive smartwatch, which this one is not, but let's see.
Okay,
that was my vision.
Anyone else?
Okay, and that was actually because this is Vanya actually, and she shared some stuff related to actually payment, and this is something that I would like to follow up as a question. So the next one that I have to ask is because I'm curious, and that's part of the stuff that you're going to share. But what exactly is the digital financial well-being? So Vanya already shared some stuff, but anybody else that would like to share?
Raise hands. No one?
Yeah, sure.
I'm guessing, but I think that it's less paper, so that means less paper money, which means that we digitalize our assets, more or less.
Okay.
Just a guess.
Super, fair enough. Anyone else? Something simple. No?
Save the value of my money.
Save the value of your money, okay.
We are not looking for a right answer.
Yeah, there is no right to wrong answer here, absolutely. Okay, cool, fair enough. So, because before we start doing this preparation for the presentation, we were struggling with that to identifying the exact digital financial well-being pattern or approach. And yeah, you see that we have two fantastic people that shared different experience, and Vanya actually 3, sorry. And it's really hard to identify these patterns. And I'll tell you why. First, because we know that actually there's so many details related to country-specific items that we need to keep in mind. At the same time, we know that there's so many different customers with so many different needs and problems. And actually, as I mentioned, we don't have the right answer for this one. What exactly is the digital financial well-being? But we as designers, as professionals and UX people, we need to find a way to discover that and to explore it. So, sorry, I'm going to cough from time to time. So what we would like to share to you guys is actually not exactly what this is about, but how we can come up with this as a process. And here I would like to give the word to Damyan, so he will be able to explain a bit more in detail.
Okay, how many of you know about the double diamond? Please raise your hands. Okay, we're done here. Let's go have lunch.
Thank you, guys.
I see many Royal UX professionals here, but still for those of you who don't know, it's a really simple process that have two parts. Each one have couple inside, and the first one is define and discovery that are meant to identify the customer problems, and the second are brain freeze. And the second are ideation and delivery of the solution for the customer's problem. And that's the way we operate towards our customers. And today, we are going to talk about two countries. Let's start with Germany. Mitko will tell you more about this.
Yeah, guys, in general, when we talk about double diamond, it's something fantastic as an approach, right? It definitely gives a clarity on how the process should go and how you will be able to identify, ideate, and etc. on specific items. So as a core of this, we definitely need to know about our users, right? It's really important to actually know for whom we are doing something. It's not just because we need to do that, right? And here we have Alex, who lives in Germany, and he has a migrant background. And that's really important because actually, I'm not sure if you know about that. It's a common fact, but still, 40% of the population in Germany are people with migrant background. So this is a huge number. And this guy, Alex, he has some struggles. Yes, every one of us. Like a person being in different country, they have some obstacles. And in a nutshell, I would like to kind of bring a few items that we have identified during the interviews with people like Alex. So in general, when we talk about migrants and living abroad, it's not really a thing. It's not something easy. It's something tricky. It's tricky because you need to actually start accommodating. You don't know the language and etc. It's hard to handle in first place. So it's really important for these guys actually to have a financial product that has reasonable price, reasonable fees, so they can afford that and start using that. And as a second, which is also really important, is the fact that in Germany, the banking system is awful. I'm not sure about if you have done some desktop research on Germany market. It's awful. A lot of paperwork. Usually, people need to spend half day at the bank office just to open this bank account. And imagine that if you don't know the language. So it's tricky. And actually, what we need to do with these users to support them with their struggle is actually to provide a product, a system that can be easily achieved as something that we can open as an account, and it operates across different locations and context in general. And the third one, which is also something important, is actually let me ask you that. For instance, if you go abroad, how many of you have lived abroad? Okay, and I presume that majority of you, if you have been for a long time, have been traveling back home just to see your relatives, friends, etc. And actually, this is the third thing. People with this kind of a status, they travel. They travel back home, or they kind of travel because they need to do so. And it's really important to cover that need as well. And this is the need of how people will be able to see a product, to use a product that has reasonable exchange rate, and at the same time, they can use that for international money transfer. And I would like to stop here because we have another person that we would like to explore, Tiago, and Damyan is going to share a bit more about that.
Thank you. I will be much shorter. Can I click here? Yeah, let's hear a sound bite from our...
You had to go to places with like a piece of paper with the code and the money in hand to pay. They had lines. It was so annoying. You would waste like your whole morning just to pay for your stuff.
So this was a short soundbite of our persona, let's say, Tiago. He is from Brazil, and he already told you how tedious it is to wait in bank just to pay your bills or to issue a new card. That can be really wasteful. You can waste a half day there waiting on a line. He also shared with us that he is a doer and he is working on multiple jobs, so respectively he has multiple income, and of course he needs to be in control of this, having the tools to track different sources of income and direct them to different places. Also, he is really concerned about his safety, safeguarding his transactions, so he is sure that his money won't be stolen, which actually was something really common in Brazil before the digital revolution, because the guys were going with literally a bag of money to the bank to deposit, or when withdrawing, they're leaving the bank literally with a bag of money. So the common thing there was that ended up being robbed. So you can see here that the digital revolution actually really contributes to the well-being in most important ways, keeping people safe. And also, last but not least, he is also concerned about not paying additional fees that usually the local banks are requiring. What we work toward and how we help these people, you will learn more about Germany from Mitaka. Mitaka.
Yeah. So, guys, really, it's all about users. We know that, and at some point, it starts getting kind of too much as information, as solutions we come up with, and it's really important actually to filter this down and to focus on some major artifacts that you can proceed forward with. So for the Germany market, for the German market, it's really important. We have identified actually these two important pillars that we use, that we can step on. The first one is related to having the user in their comfort zone to feel kind of secured in a way that they can manage their expenses and spendings in general. And the second one is that we need to provide a solution that is affordable, but at the same time, we keep the quality of the service. And we can see the stuff for the Brazil as well.
Thank you. There, we focused on privacy and security, which was really important for Tiago. So we provided the local payment methods that are known and people trust, and we allow them to safely deposit and withdraw without considering that they would be robbed without being in the real life. And afterwards, we did a lot of ease of use. In terms of ease of use, by providing simple and convenient method for Tiago and people like him to get a prepaid card straight to their doorstep, without going to a bank, without waiting in line, without waiting half a day to issue that. Today, we are discussing with you 2 countries, but actually we are operating in 100+.
Yeah, guys, and we know that we have some limitation in terms of time, and we cannot cover everything that we would like to. But I would like kindly welcome you to use the breaks and to actually have a chat with our fantastic colleagues here. We have designers, UX researchers, UX writers, really smart guys that they can definitely share a bit more details around the stuff that we are really barely discuss here. So yeah, that's our fantastic team here. Yeah.
And we would really like for you to take home from our presentation today, like if you are working for multiple markets, please be methodical, follow country by country, because there are different people there, different people with different problems, different people with different needs. And if you focus on customers, I promise you, you will succeed.
Yeah, and just the final words on my end. as a kind of a friendly advice, when you do your job as UX person, just be focused, be consistent, and pay attention to details. And try to find these similarities and patterns that actually can give you the opportunity to come up with one single simple solution instead of creating a bunch of features and different solutions that actually it's not needed at the end of the day. So yeah, make it simple. And yeah, if you have any questions, please, welcome. Thank you.